All right, so we're in the Tahoe. Oh yeah, got the swag, got the train swag. We are headed down south for Sick Week, and we have found, I believe this would be referred to as the ultimate fuel station.
For sure.
We have located a Buc-ee's, and it is just as massive as I've heard about. Pretty good prices, huh, down in Georgia?
We only put the highest quality 87 octane in this baby.
Absolutely. And I'll have you know that is R plus M divided by 2 method 87, so it's certified. Look at this gigantic store. Taking the C10 next year?
Yeah. We do the dollar your own class.
Heck yeah. Try for a 1320 every day. Wow, so we just saw Mullet and Dr. Parker rolling in. Got this nice little manageable line here at 9:36 a.m. Oh, wow, that's a RX-8 pulling in. Seen some cool old trucks. Got a rumbly one behind us with a 460 in it, according to the fender. Plenty of 4th gen F bodies. You ever had a 4th gen F body, Todd?
Few of them.
Purple one?
Few of them.
Just one purple one.
Purple, black, red.
Cool. Well, we'll check it out when we're in there. Welcome to the Keefer's Hot Rod Shop YouTube channel. I'm Nick Keefer.
As we got some of the fast cars coming up, including Jerry Sweet, Alex Taylor, and I even see Brian Goldstone, and it looks like we got the Sack Nova all the way at the back too, so we've got 6 and 7 second capable hot rods, as well as the naturally aspirated Disco Nova, and the Disco Nova is what some people would call the 75 to 79 models, and in the case of Mr. Sweet, I can say Disco Nova. Did. He found the 1974 Firebird that he basically rescued and brought to Sick Week with no track time at all. It only had some dyno time on it. 71 blower and kept the man pedal at 4-speed behind it and has been in the 11th. Now Tony is a professional drifter. He doesn't have a lot of drag racing experience. His extended drag racing experience is being Mike Whittington's co-pilot. So that means he must have a propensity for not sleeping and busting up his knuckles and constantly having to fix things. Cellmate or your cubicle mate, let him know, hey, I'm watching Sick Week. And let him know, well, I mean, if you are at work, you're technically chained to a desk, so you can say cellmate. So, hey, you never know, they may actually have internet service in some print themselves, so hey, why not watch Sick Week? Yeah, absolutely. So, we got the guy that not really sure my mom who also looks like he's going to build it. So, just remember, I did ask you for advice and offered to pay one time for a blow-through carburetor, so don't kill me. so unfortunately, 2 of our top competitors on the sidelines, and Steve, I know it is not for lack of trying on your part at all. I think you've used pretty much everything out of Rossler's inventory, and then you broke like one of the parts that's almost impossible to find because it has to be made custom for your car. So the Buick Roadmaster wagon that you have renamed the Boostmaster wagon goes out, makes a couple of 6-second runs, looks good, and then you go to change the transmission at KSR shop yesterday and found food bar. What happened?
Yeah, so we, right off the bat, so we changed our tune-up because we need the car to go faster. And so we just need to lean on the front half. And so what we had been doing for this whole time has been, we've been leaving at 4,600 RPM, 16 pounds of boost, and the thing's been making clean passes, but it's slow. You know, it goes like 113, 114, 60 foot. So we had to turn this thing up, so now we're leaving at 5,000 RPM and 19 pounds of boost. And every single pass, this thing breaks something right now. So we've gone through 2 trains. So as we were going through the third transmission, Kevin's over at KSR, pulled the transmission out of the other the other one was going in, but it broke the cable out of the and we drove it all the way from Orlando to Gainesville. And I had a little slight vibration, but I didn't think nothing of it, because I didn't think it was real. You see it there, and we have that
So for those people that don't know, there are a few things that I would want to make note of. get beat by the guy who has both parachutes out. And Westberg to a complete stop.
Sitting on the staging lanes, we want to make sure that we don't send anybody down a racetrack that has any kind of fluid or mist or anything similar. So we're going to get that taken care of before we get back to the racing action.
The racetrack before now. See if nothing gets done with Gil.
Definitely some cool motion stuff out here at the race. Drive sensors and TBM brakes. Nice looking stuff. I'm trying to talk the owner of the Novin to get one of these.
You got base plates or mounts.
Doing all the burnout. On the right-hand side, I know his carburetor is not excessively rich. This is Jesse Harris, the diesel-powered square-body pickup truck. So Jesse Harris looking for a 9-second time slip and gets 9:11 at 146 miles an hour for Harris, and I believe by a long shot that is going to, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, see, I'm looking at the top end scoreboard, that top digit out again, so yeah, I just wanted to see something that quick, sorry, 970.
Undisputedly stocked up with tires, man. Really nice looking movement.
GTO. Kind of figured out, okay, what do people commonly bring? Let's stuff it in the trailer. They also stuffed the trailer full of goodies like merchandise, hats, hoodies, all kinds of great stuff. So, for those of you that are here and watching on the internet,
gorgeous trailer.
Check out SICKEST.com. Check out our news section. It's at the top. You'll just click on the little news icon, and you'll find daily results as well as daily photo galleries. From not only us, but Tom D'Amato and Wes Allison out there doing all the hard work, getting us the great shots, not only from the racetrack, but on the road. Last night I was piloting around the Speedway all the way over to the California coast.
It's a beautiful 82 GT doing a wheelie.
And we are going to test out the street mares. So we will continue to rock and roll on those. And lots of great stops and lots of great cars and trucks out there.
Ford motor, we got the distributor in the front.
So we appreciate
Don't let the valve covers confuse.
everything from the 6-second cars to even the 16-second cars. Everybody, make a video class this year with little 35 tires. While over on the left-hand side, they have versus the old school 23-degree small block 10-1 and 24-degree big block stuff.
Super badass Ford.
The problem is, it almost seems like you don't see old school stuff in old school.
And a super badass Ford.
But if you're going 780s, compare.
That's a cool stuff, man. The other Dr. Pepper.
Getting some lunch.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, some McFlurries, yeah. Wow. 181 and a 946, I think. Spice. Man, those turbos look so cool. Made a nice pass today. I think the motor might be hurt stuff, so awesome looking truck though.
I don't know how that's possible. But for those of you that understand that I am just truly lucky to be out here on the microphone for the second year of Sick Week, after somehow getting the relief pitcher call last year. I am truly blessed, and thank you so much for your feedback. We do appreciate it.
Got that purple pearl. It's hard to say. Purple pearl.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not. I mean, like, as far as.
Only a handful of cars in the sixes, and right now, the door is open to Michael Westbrook. On a single pass, the S10 loads the boost, in the moment in, and here we go. 646 and 218 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. The number. 747 at 189. His third 740 time slip of the week. 9 flat at 158 for Mike Westbrook. And a good pass there for him. But Eric Young. The Cancers in the finish line right inside 13 for
966 for the Nova. Pedaling it, 928. Dr. Park.
As he in the 1973 Rally Sport. Metallic paint and blown 4-speed 74 Firebird going 1211 at 110 as he goes 1098 at 125 in the Camaro.
What an awesome day at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Still some folks racing, but we're headed south. Drag cars over the train tracks, classic. I think we got Doug Cook up in front of us and the, what was it, the Pumpkin Spice Corvette, and black Chevelle. Here at Kevin Smith's shop, folks lining up. This thing is fully involved, dude. This is sick.
I got all like stocks.
Dang.
It goes out.
Custom taillights.
Nice.
A local custom paint job.
8.5 inches wide. That's how small that tire is. Over on the right-hand side, that's Rick Steinke, the hunk of park ball off 67 Chevelle. He's going to be living in the low 5-second range. Let's see how many Top on the roll. 459 and 167. He invades the 450 range. And 520 at 137 for Rick Steinke. Both of them. Timothy Blythe and the Frank Albright in the push rod. 503 at 144 for Larry Albright. And an 867 at 158 for Timothy Blythe. So he will probably pack it up and head for the hills. LaSala in the Snot Rocket 2.0. Right now he's looking for something in the 650 range. He didn't get it on the first shot. He's going to try it again right here. And he will get after it. Left hand side. 692 and 212 for the Snot Rocket. And a 760 at 181 for Kevin Smith. Both of them on good runs. I'm not sure if he'll actually use that or not, but that is a good opening shot for him. His best pass so far, 957. Takes off a little rough right. Robinson's going to go to the 8 mile, 518 to 139 for Robinson. And Jesse Harris wheels through at 922 to 146. By far and away his best pass. Our next pair to the starting line. Very interesting pair of cars. This is Ben Neal coming up next. The Cresta 1987 Toyota model with a Vera motor and a right-hand driver over on the Budweiser side. Left-hand side is Tina Pierce. Tina and David Pierce coming out of the Oklahoma area. Big block twin turbo 1967 Chevy Nova. This car was debuted last year and went over 200 miles an hour at the Miles of Mayhem. Tina Pierce so far sitting in the number 2 spot on Unlimited Iron right behind Alex Taylor, so a pair of ladies at the top of the class. So far, Tina has gone 724 at the first track, 708 at the second track, and 723 and down there. Going down the right-hand side, looking for an 8-second time slip, and yes, 892, 156. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have problems while you're here at Gainesville Raceway, KSR is on the pass and go 738 and 188. Sitting on the transmission for waiting for Ben Neal to stage, the transmission may have been a little bit warm, and that may have explained her slowdown, but the other Vera-powered hot rod, this is Ben Paganoni, the 93 Mustang over on the Lucas Oil side. Right-hand side of the Monte Carlo. We'll take the Ben to the finish line left-hand side. Ethan goes through a 869 Nova. That's the orange hot rod over on the left-hand side. Now, this is kind of a tough call right here as Zach running in the radial prep. He missed his call for the slick prep and jumped in the radial prep. So the problem with radial prep is it does make slick tires kind of fall up on you a little bit. So it'd be interesting to see if Jason made the right tune-up call and get down this racetrack. Right now, Jason Sack sitting number 3 in Unlimited Iron behind Alex Taylor and Tina Pierce. He has lived in the 7.0 range at the last track and then 740s and 750s before. He has a new personal best as of South Georgia yesterday, 708 and 196. So he keeps it in contention. On the opposite side from Sack, this is CJ Roberts. He's running the stick shift category with the 1983 Mustang. So Sack loads up the move. Edelman gets right back into it to the finish line. 7-12 and 203 for Jason Sack. Are you kidding me? Considering all the tire shake he had, and to still lay down a 7-12 at his best speed ever, of the week, 2:03. That will work. Jason Zach will probably pack it up and head for Orlando. Cameron Thorpe coming up next in the Volvo with the LS power plant. Should be looking for a 990 10 pass. Colin G is still 535 and 136 in the 8 mile and round radial. The other is Nordica Mobile. Veteran, as well as a Super Chevy winner in the past, and Jim Weiser piloting the Monte Carlo. The Chevette will get to the finish line first, 9:48 at only 1:25. A couple of second gen F bodies coming to the water box next. The 1976 model Trans Am with the 77 front end on it. And the 70 to 73 Camaro over on the right-hand side. Both cars looking like they could hold their own on a show car field, and they decided they want to kind of beat them up a little bit here on the all-concrete Gainesville quarter mile. Matt Frederick in the 73 Camaro. He has been in the 9.0 and low 19 range during the week. Left-hand side, the beautiful special edition Pontiac Trans Am. That is Nick Wigan. Wigan, one of the faster cars in the Dollar Your Own class, has been living in the low 860 range. Wigan out front, the Trans Am 857, 159 for him, and a nice wheel standard over on the right side. Look at the 1 night at the hotel in a beautiful looking hot rod 996 at 132. Pan Express Grand Prix, we missed both of you here. We hope to see you at either 6 Summer or next year. 6 weeks. Right now, the UFC type left side. On the starting line, one of them with the flash.
696 for Alex.
It gives Michael Westberg a lot of room to be able to kind of dial the car back a little bit and be able to get from A to B. He doesn't have to lean on it as hard because the average would go up. Right now, their averages stand as follows. Without counting today, a 647 with a 7 average for Michael Westberg and a 651.4 average for Stefan Gustafsson. Again, if Stefan hands in a 7-second time slip, that gap would increase by a decent amount. So he really needs a 6 right here. The problem with the big tire car on this prep situation is you can't dial it back too much because then it'll start to shake the tires. Once again, staying straight to the finish line. Gustafsson, 656 at 223. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. They worked hard for that one. So unfortunately, the McFlurry Mustang had problems. And then Cleetus yesterday ran Mullet once. And he went 694 at only 182 miles an hour, and that's almost 40 miles an hour down. And it turned out that he put a window in the block. So that 149, 850 that looks better than the last one. And the ET is better as well, 1023 at 130.
Stuck to the front of the truck. How dumb is that? It sounds so stupid. Well, back from sick week, at least a couple days of it. Back in the shop, as you can see, got the Nova behind me. And what an awesome trip. That was really cool. Met a lot of really awesome people, including my new buddy Todd, Hippie's Hot Rods. Really cool cat. Got to talk to him a lot about all sorts of stuff, including tube bending, and it was really neat to meet him. Got to meet Nick Taylor, Nicky Bobby Inc. Super cool guy. Had a good conversation with him, and got to talk to Alex a little bit too. That was really cool. If y'all don't know her channel, Riding with Alex Taylor is hers, and they're doing a really cool thing with that Chevy and all sorts of stuff on there. We stopped by Kevin Smith's shop, KSR, and that was really cool. Got to see a lot of cool cars over there, and I talked to Kevin for a second. That was really cool. He's definitely a big inspiration of mine. Him and Dennis Taylor really do some cool stuff, and I hope to be close to their level one day, maybe. Talked to some of the Steve Morris guys. I got to meet Sam from the Cleetus McFarland camp. That was really cool to talk to him for a little while. Got to meet a whole bunch of folks, some really nice Novas out there, along with a ton of Camaros. I was impressed with how many Firebirds were down there, actually. And over at Kevin Smith's shop, I saw up close one that I watched race a little bit. Is a black and gold Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am that's just gorgeous. Pontiac powered. Beautiful car, gold roll cage to match the pinstripes, a matching trailer, matching wheels, matching drag rear wheels, you name it. Gorgeous car. A lot of really cool stuff down there, making a lot of power and really hauling the mail. Super impressive stuff. Really inspirational. I have a enhanced outlook on hot rodding for sure. I definitely got some really bad ideas for what I want to do next spring. And actually, I need y'all to help me decide which project I should work on. I think I want to get something ready for Sick Week, or at least something to race next year. And I've got a bunch of projects going, so maybe you can help me decide. I'll show a few of them to you in a bit. The Nova's not mine, so unfortunately I can't race that, but maybe it'll be out and about around the same time. But regardless, I'll show y'all. I've got this G-body Cutlass project that I'm building as a street car. Wasn't really planning to put any kind of roll cage in it, maybe a roll bar, not sure. But it's getting a blown 540 big block TH400 9-inch and a back half to make some room for some decent, I want to do radials on it, maybe a 295 or maybe just a 275 like on a 12-inch rim, or maybe a 10-inch rim. Nothing too crazy, big tire stuff, but just want to comfortably fit a good looking tire. But big block, AC, all sorts of stuff, you name it. So that's one option. I've even got a nice non-vinyl top body that doesn't have a rusty roof for it. Maybe I should do this Fairmont. I started doing work on it years ago, and it needs a lot of stuff in the rear. And it's a Fox body, so setting the front up is pretty easy. And I know a big block will fit in it nicely. And there's a hole in the hood already. I've got the Malibu, 82 Malibu wagon, which is super cool, but there sure is a lot of wagons down there already. Do plan on fixing this up, and we might check it out on the channel at some point. Got some cool parts I've been collecting for it, and it's a really cool car. Definitely time for a paint job, but it's definitely a neat one. I've got my 63.5 Galaxy, which has some interesting patina on it, and would be a really cool cruiser, maybe racer. I kind of would hate to put a cage in this thing. It's really neat, but that's an option I'm thinking about too. I've got this really cool 65 or 6 F100 that I'm wanting to build into a pre-runner, kind of like a stadium truck kind of deal. It's a really neat truck and would be an interesting option. I got my old Galaxy I drove in high school, built this car when I was 17. It's super cool. It needs a lot of work at this point. Unfortunately, it's been sitting outside, but I do plan to get it going as soon as I can one of these days. Really neat 67 Galaxy. This is one I'm seriously thinking about. It's a 66 Fairlane. I've got a couple of these sitting around. It's a springtime yellow, kind of a cream colored hardtop coupe that I'm planning to convert to a big block. It's a 289 car, but no motor, so I've got a bunch of stuff to put a FE in it. I don't think I'd want to put like a modern big block in this one, just because it's such a cool old 60s car. But it's a strong contender, especially something that might get at least like an 850 cage or something like that. So that's something to think about. Another thing is my Monte Carlo. It's not much Monte Carlo left, but it's getting a full 25.5 chassis at least. It's something I've been kind of thinking about building as a small tire, no prep car, but it's a possibility. All else fails, there's always the trusty old Fairmont daily driver. Love this car. It's about time to fix it up a little bit. I kind of threw it together with some spare parts that used to be in the Mustang. It's a really cool car. I'm hoping to fix it up just a little bit, might do some exhaust work and maybe some other stuff we might be checking out on the channel pretty soon. And there's my old F100. It's really cool. I drove that in high school too. We got it from an old Air Force guy, and it was minty fresh when we got it. Paint's faded a little bit now, but I'm wanting to restore it one of these days. Before I totally alienate all of my GM fans, I do have a 66 Chevelle, but I think it'd need a little more than a year to get ready. So y'all let me know what you're thinking. I'm considering each of those vehicles. I'm liking the idea of maybe fixing up the old Fairlane, or Galaxy. I'm not sure. I think the Fairmont would kind of make sense just because it's a Fox body, and it kind of used to be a drag car, and I started building it as one. I do want to fill it up with tubing pretty soon, and we'll check that out on the channel definitely. My plan for that's a big block with a Pro Charger if I can get all that together. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I don't know, maybe we'll try to make it a mission. Until then, I appreciate y'all watching, liking, and subscribing. Take care, and we'll see you next time.